Hello? The hell? Hello? You gotta be kidding me. Are you guys there?
So yeah, currently on the updated version.
I just got a bunch of packages back and I'm gonna open them and see what we got, because I've recently sent off my GoPro Max to get replaced twice because they sent me a defective one. So I should be, hopefully, getting a GoPro Max in here. I hate to interrupt like this because originally this video was not going to be all about bashing GoPro's customer support. However, after going back and forth with them for 2 months, I felt, why not explain this in greater detail so that you guys can judge whether or not it's worth spending that extra money to get their subscription plan that supposedly gets you better customer support. So if you want to know if that is worth it, in my opinion, make sure to watch to the end of this video where I go a little bit more in detail after I open these really cool items that I just got in the mail. And I have no idea yet if it's used or not. They were supposed to send me a battery and some other accessories with it for my trouble, and they did not. Just a Max with nothing else in it. So I'll be doing some testing with this soon, and I will test the 1X against it. Hopefully this Max works properly. I always feel like they're sending you back refurbished products that have different issues, but you know, we'll see. Last time it got this crazy orange glow on everything when I was filming. This is not my GoPro Max. Mine had orange spots all over it. So if you do send something in for warranty, be aware you're not going to get the same camera back. They don't send you your camera back. Where's this from even? Oh, my Mini 2 came back. That's dope. Again, don't know if this is new or refurbished, but this is not my Mini 2 because, as you saw in the other video, mine had my name on it. There is not a battery in this, so it is just the Mini 2. So what the heck is this then? I was expecting those two things. So that means I can tell you the story of what happened with my Mini 2 falling out of the sky now. So stay tuned for that video. This says Insta360. Ooh, I know what this is. This is cool because Ed Ricker's coming to visit soon. The batteries aren't even in for this yet. This is a cool box. You just tear this right here, huh? Tear! Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Ah, they sent the covers for the Insta360 1X2. I just had somebody asking me about, can you use these on the X2 and see how they work. Look at this. The X-Night 360. This is a drone that works with the 1R. Now I'm still waiting on the batteries and I got a new controller coming. This is an FPV drone. This is the coolest thing about the 1R. I've been wanting to try this for so long. You've seen me in other videos. The 1R is okay. Love the X2 over that. The 1R with the 1-inch mod or with the drone mod opens up all these crazy things that you can do that you just couldn't do without a 360 camera. Yeah, you gotta reframe it in post, but that's okay because Insta360's reframing tools are super easy. Oh my god. It's so skinny.
That's what she said.
Okay, that is badass. My first real FPV drone then, because I've got the Tiny Hawk S and the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, and I am so excited to try this. So I'll probably use these lens guards on the 1R and make a video. I'm gonna be making a lot of videos about this thing. This is, so can you guys see, look how skinny that is. 1R will go inside of it. The lenses will be on each side. So when you're flying, the drone itself disappears. That is so badass. I'm gonna have to set this camera for the right angle. Oh, it's loose. Oh no. I always get the broken stuff right out of the box, so hopefully this is not broken. Well, thank you so much for this. We'll be testing the Mini 2 out, testing this out, and the GoPro Max against the X2 soon too, because these are both awesome cameras. I just hope that they didn't send me another dud. Their customer support is total shit. Those of you who have been around the channel for a little while know how much I used to love my GoPro Max, and I hate to say used to because I've been having nothing but issues with GoPro because of my GoPro Max. Over the summer, I'd gotten a couple of small scratches on my lenses on the GoPro Max, and I've been putting off for the longest time getting those fixed. However, when the GoPro 9 came out, I bought the subscription package to GoPro, which gets you discounts on replacements and some of the things fixed for free. So I thought, why not? Let's call them up and see what happens. So in mid to late November, around the 22nd of November to be more clear, I submitted a form to send my GoPro back in and get it replaced. They were gonna go ahead and replace the lenses and waive the one-time $99 charge to replace the lenses or replace the camera. And they were also going to expedite it because I did use the camera for work. I use it constantly. And the process went pretty smoothly for the most part. On December 10th, the replacement GoPro showed up. And it was not my GoPro. My GoPro had orange paint speckles all over it. Color profile on mine was great. Nothing was wrong with mine except a couple of tiny little scratches in the lens that only mess with the shots once in a blue moon. So the next time that I really had time to go out and use it in 360 mode and put it to the test was when some friends of mine came up and we all went out to Monarch Mountain, which you might have saw the video. It was a fun day. Whenever I was editing that video, I noticed in every 360 shot there was an orange glow that followed the stitch line. And I went back and compared that to my old GoPro Max footage, and none of the old stuff had that. So of course I contacted GoPro, tell them, hey, you sent me a camera that obviously isn't working properly. Maybe it's refurbished, maybe it's not. It sort of seems like it's refurbished. And it also had other issues. The touchscreen wasn't working properly this time, and the batteries for some reason wouldn't last very long at all, which really took me by surprise because that's one of the things I've always liked so much about the Max is the battery length. So on December 28th, they told me, oh my God, we're so sorry. We're gonna get you an expedited form to get that back out to us. We're gonna make sure we send you a brand new camera so that you don't have to worry about that repeating again. And we're gonna include an extra battery just for your trouble. So whatever happens, I was cool with that. That was a great response. I was like, okay, no problem. Or so I thought. So a week went by, nothing. 2 weeks went by, nothing. 3 weeks went by, nothing. Hello? What's going on? You guys said this was gonna be expedited. I've heard nothing from you. What's going on? And every single time they would respond with, sorry, we can't expedite. I was like, what are you talking about? I got it in writing that you said you were gonna expedite this and send me a new camera. And then they'd say, oh no, we're not allowed to do that. I was like, you guys did it the first time. And then of course they would go up to somebody else higher up than them and say, oh yeah, we can get it expedited for you, no problem. And they sent me back one that turned out to be refurbished, or so they said, and it had issues. But yeah, and you're gonna get that battery, no problem. And then nothing would happen. And then I'd hit them up again, and we'd have the exact same conversation. It was quickly becoming a royal pain in my ass, especially considering that I had paid the extra money for the subscription. So keep in mind, back when I got the Hero 4 Silver, I had an issue with this where the casing cracked and it was letting a light leak into the sensor. And to fix that, I called up GoPro. They had a number. You could call them. They answered, talked to me about it, and had it replaced for free in a matter of like a week. GoPro support used to be my go-to as what I would compare everybody else's customer support to. Not the case anymore. So after multiple go-arounds, it was getting so frustrating. So finally, the 27th of January, I get a notification that my GoPro Max was being shipped back. And from that point, it only took a few days. On the 1st of February, it showed up in the same little package that just is a brown box, not like a new package like you would think a new product would come in. Not all new products are always boxed up. A lot of these companies have a lot of new products sitting around that they have for just this very situation. So the camera looked nice. I assumed it was new. I plug it in, I turn it on, and instead of in English, everything written on the screen was in French. The voice commands was set to French. I wonder if this thing is new or refurbished yet again. This has now been over 2 months since I started. November 22nd to February 1st. It would have been easier to just go in and buy a new camera. I also had a callback request in through GoPro's phone service that is next to the chat. And at that point, I regained my cool, talked to them a little bit. They had said that a battery order had just been placed. So whoever was in the chat that I lost my cool with must have just placed that battery order, which means that they had never actually kept their end of the bargain, which was telling me they were gonna send me a battery for my trouble. It was never on the way. So now finally I have a Max, which I'm going to be going out tomorrow to test on a nice powder day, and let's really hope it works, because it's one of those kind of days that if it doesn't work, I can't get back. We're talking 13 inches of fresh snow.
That's what she said.
I have so many videos to make with this, so it needs to work. Now to sum this up, we're talking about over 2 months of not having a working product in hand. There's a lot of videos that I could have made or should have made with this camera in that time. I think it was $59 for me to get the GoPro subscription. It normally would have been $99 to get that camera replaced. So you're looking at 160 bucks right off the bat. So you do a little shopping around. The GoPro Max costs about $400, give or take, depending on where you pick one up. So with the subscription and the plan, you saved about $240. So depending on what you use it for, what your finances are, that $240 might be well better spent just getting a new camera. My time for 2 months is worth a hell of a lot more than $240. I don't know if this video helps you make up your mind about the subscription, but if I had to do it again, I would not get the GoPro subscription, because this is the only thing that I wanted it for, was just in case I needed it for an emergency situation. And the headache and the stress that I got over these last 2 months going back and forth with GoPro was not worth the money that I saved. Not even close. So hopefully that helps you make up your mind one way or another. If you are new to using GoPros and the GoPro Max 360 cameras and all of that kind of stuff, make sure you've hit subscribe, click the little bell icon, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of tutorials as soon as I get one of these that works properly. Now let's get back to the video that you were just watching. Since the GoPro 4, it was great, but now we're at the GoPro 9 and you get knocked into some support center. This took 2 months to get replaced. Way before Christmas I sent this in, and here they finally have sent me one. I still don't even know that works. I was promised expedited experiences. I was promised an extra battery for my time. They didn't do shit. They lied about everything they said, and then they didn't do any of the things they said they were gonna do. DJI's customer support was pretty good this time. I had a much better experience with the customer support with DJI, and I'm excited to get this Mini 2 up and tell you guys what happened in detail, and then also answer the question so many of you had in my other video about flying in snow and cold conditions. What an awesome day to open the mail, and thank you for experiencing me getting all this stuff, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. So let me know in the comments below which one you're most excited about. And sorry this is such a raw video, I was excited. Remember, you can pick up all these stickers in the merch store below to help support the channel. Sharing those stickers, slapping them on things, taking pictures, sending it to me so I can share that stuff in videos in the future. To everyone, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.